Did you know that Netflix once approached Blockbuster, offering to be acquired by them for a mere $50 million? Blockbuster made the awful mistake of turning down the offer, and the rest is history. This is $1 million, and you have to decide to take that million or take this magical penny that will double every day for 30 days. Which do you choose? If you chose the penny, you'd have over 5 million by the end of the 30 days. It's not magic, it's called compound interest. This happens every 23 seconds. Approximately 21,000 barrels of oil are used. 240,000 Coca-Colas will have been consumed. 1,725 McDonald's burgers eaten. 23 airplane taking off. We will have produced 1,400 lipsticks and 1,400 metric tons of garbage, and the US will have thrown away 36 tons of food. $1 million is the amount you'd need to retire and get $40,000 a year. Do you need a different amount? Just take your goal income and multiply it by 25.
In Zimbabwe, 1 million Zimbabwean dollars can be equal to just 2,700 US dollars. And in Indonesia, 1 million Indonesian rupiah is roughly equal to around 70 US dollars. Isn't that incredible? You might be a millionaire without even knowing it.
Leaving $1 in a checking account for 1,000 years. How much do you think it will generate? Thousands? Millions? Banks only pay a 0.5% interest rate, so after 1,000 years, it's only $146. UK banknotes are not vegan. This is because they contain trace amounts of tallow, a type of animal fat. You can also play music with them. They can act as a stylus on a record player, and you can actually hear the music. $1 trillion is impossible for our brains to visualize. If you take a stopwatch and stopped it at 1 million seconds, 12 days will have passed. Stop at 1 billion and it'll be 31 years. 1 trillion? 31,688 years. Google was once called Backrub. Weird, right? Pepsi used to be Brad's drink. Yahoo was Jerry's guide to the World Wide Web. Nike, Blue Ribbon Sports. eBay, Auction Web. BlackBerry, Research in Motion. PayPal, Confinity. Subway, Pete's Super Submarine. Why is the milk always at the back of the store? It's because by making customers travel, retailers expose them to a wide range of products along their way. They're aiming to get customers to make multiple impulse purchases. The most terrifying fact about money is that the only thing that gives it its value is our trust that it works. Imagine you have a magical stash of coins that doubles each day. But here's the twist. Everyone else's magical coins are also doubling each day. This is what happened in Zimbabwe. The government printed way too much money. Prices shot up, and soon they needed wheelbarrows of cash to buy something as simple as bread. This is a $100,000 bill. Only a few hundred of these were ever made. It was issued in 1934 and was never intended for public circulation. Instead, it was for settling accounts amongst banks and other financial institutions. The note is illegal to use in everyday transactions today and is a highly sought-after item by collectors. Winning the lottery can be dangerous. Statistically speaking, as soon as you hit that jackpot, your chance of being murdered goes up 20 times. You think that's crazy? You're also more likely to be the victim of a drug overdose, a kidnapping, convicted of drunk driving, and, believe it or not, bankruptcy. If you deposit $1,000 into your bank account in the US, that bank can legally lend up to 90% of that value to someone else. If that other person then takes out a $900 loan and deposits it back into the same bank, the bank can now legally repeat the process again and lend out 90% of $900. This process can repeat almost indefinitely, lending out $810, then $729, and so on. Every time this happens, the assets on the balance sheet of the bank are increasing. This is essentially how banks print free money for themselves. Einstein claimed that the eighth wonder of the world is compound interest, and he was right. This is a penny, and this is a chessboard. We'll double that penny for every square on the board. Once you've reached the final square, you're looking at over $184 quadrillion. A very easy math trick that tells you how long it will take your money to double. It doesn't matter where the money is. All you need is the interest rate and the number 72. It looks like it's going to take my money 18 years to double. Which game console sold the most? Is it the Xbox 360? No, that's the 9th. The Nintendo Switch? Closer, that's the 3rd. The console with the most lifetime sales comes in at a whopping 158 million units sold. It's the PlayStation 2. In debt? Here's how to get out fast. Write everything down and sort them in interest rate order. Make minimum payments on all debts. Any extra money you have, throw it at the first one on the list. Recognize this? This song generates at least $3 million for Mariah Carey every single year. Now that's some decent passive income. Only fill up your kettle to the level of water you need.